Why are so many Range Rovers stolen? In 2022, 5,209 Range Rovers were stolen in the UK alone. There are videos all over social media just like this one of Range Rovers being stolen from driveways in the middle of the night in a matter of minutes. How is a car that can cost over $200,000 new so easy to steal? This is the Car Crunch. I'm Shafi. Let's get into it. A quick history lesson on the Range Rover. The Range Rover started off as two-door, spacious, comfortable, jack-of-all-trades cars, able to tow 3.5 tons and still hit a top speed of 100 miles an hour. Fast forward a few decades and a few luxury-packed upgrades, the Range Rover has become the go-to car of royal families all around the world. Sports stars, actors and regular people all love the Range Rover. Any day of the week, you can spot a Range Rover blasting down the fast lane at speeds high enough to immediately get you a fine and points on your license. That, or you can spot them doing 20 miles an hour, pottering around softly in any city, including the narrow streets of London. The most off-roading most Range Rovers nowadays see is the odd country lane or a dirt track somewhere. So how are they so easy to steal? Well, being the luxury car that it is, the Range Rover comes with keyless entry and keyless start, which in simple terms works by the key sending a signal to the car that it's close by or inside the car, and the car responding by allowing the driver to start and drive it. Now, car thieves, they're a smart bunch. They figured out that they can use a relay amplifier and a transmitter setup to extend the signal from the car key to make a car that's parked outside the house think that the key is close by. So it unlocks, it's turned on, and the thieves get to drive away. In videos of car thefts caught on doorbell cameras, you'll see two thieves. One next to the house with the amplifier, trying to pick up the signal from the car key and extend it to the second person, standing with the transmitter next to the car, who can then unlock the car. So when a Range Rover owner comes home from a long day of getting terrible MPG and doing absolutely no off-roading, they come into the house, they leave their key on the coffee table or maybe in their jacket, the thieves can swoop in and bag a free car with barely any effort. Now, this hack isn't exclusive to just Range Rovers. BMWs, Mercedes and a bunch of other luxury cars with keyless entry and keyless start systems have been targeted. The Range Rover just happens to be the one that's targeted the most. It's just such a big, fat, expensive target. So much so that a lot of insurance companies have actually stopped insuring Range Rovers in London, or they'll charge double or triple what it would cost to insure an equivalent car from a different brand. But what happens to all the stolen Range Rovers? It's not like you can just take one and hide it under your mattress until the heat dies down and then start driving it like it's yours. Well, a lot of the stolen Range Rovers are gutted to remove the built-in trackers, and then they're sent to chop shops where they're broken for parts and sold on. I think it is quite suspicious how many 2012 to 2018 pre-facelift Range Rovers there are that have somehow been facelifted with genuine parts from a newer Range Rover. My guess is that a lot of the facelift parts for these Range Rovers come from a lot of other newer stolen Range Rovers. But not all of the Range Rovers that are stolen are broken and sold for parts. Some are hidden behind different number plates of a matching car and sold on to unassuming buyers that think they're buying a legit car. This actually happened to UK rapper Ard Ads. He bought a Range Rover Evoque for £10,000 and he was stopped by police a few days later telling him it's stolen. Now, the Evoque isn't really a Range Rover besides the badge, but that's a topic for a whole other video. Some Range Rovers end up being shipped out to other countries around Africa, Eastern Europe and potentially even the UAE, where they're registered and driven like nothing happened. So how do you stop your Range Rover being stolen? Well, you take precautionary measures and you make sure that stealing your car looks like hassle for the thieves. There are a few things you can do to help that. Number one, you can fit the car with a big brightly coloured steering wheel lock that requires an actual physical key when you're parking outside your house overnight. Number two, you can get a doorbell camera pointing at your car or some other CCTV cameras and put a small sign on your wall or on your fence or in your window that says you have CCTV, just as an extra deterrent for the thieves. Number three, you can get a ghost immobilizer fitted or any other immobilizer for that matter. So even if your car is towed away, it can't be started or driven, rendering it almost useless to the thieves. Number four, the most important and simplest one, get yourself an RFID blocking wallet to keep your car key in. This will physically block the signal from your car key so it can't be picked up by the signal amplifier. You should still do the others as well to deter the thieves from trying, but this is a can't miss easy win to protect your car. Well, that's it for today. Check out our other videos and subscribe for more.